What's going on, guys? So the inspiration on this topic was kind of around a conversation, a taping of a podcast that I did with the fitness informant. We kind of talked about the business side of the sports nutrition and nutritional supplement space. The episode was fairly long, 60 minutes, I think, or so, but I'll make sure I link that below because he'll have that launched before I kind of have this up, scheduled, edited, all that kind of stuff. But one of the kind of the pieces that we touched on, one that I thought was important to kind of expand on, was surrounding like a missing piece or a next step that we thought GNC and the Vitamin Shoppe would kind of focus on. GNC, the Vitamin Shoppe, kind of all retailers at this point, regardless of category, are trying to figure out what is the future of physical retail look like? What does this future hold? How do we best position ourselves to continue to be relevant and grow in this environment? Both the Vitamin Shoppe and GNC have been really focusing on digital, really focusing on changing buyer behaviors towards their online offerings. Both of them have been trying to win this kind of like first product search that Amazon is basically crushing everybody on. Amazon gets over 50% of the first kind of product searches for consumer packaged goods categories or consumer goods categories. So Amazon is kind of winning one of every two customers when they go online. That's kind of where they first start their digital search at. And both of them are kind of attacking that a little bit differently. Both are kind of looking at things, internally and trying to figure out how do we add value and make sure that consumers look at us first. But you also have GNC using Amazon's private label accelerator to create a few private labels. I think Challenge by GNC and Form Nutrition by GNC, those are both kind of their private label offerings, their exclusive offerings that they're putting on Amazon right now. So they're going at it a little bit differently, but they're kind of both, obviously seeing year-over-year growth on digital. They're really focusing a lot of their initiatives on digital. That's great. That's awesome. But you still have these stores. You have a lot of stores, specifically on the GNC side. You have thousands of stores that, what do you do with them? So both of them are kind of attacking this similarly. They have experiential type of stores that they're focusing on, these kind of concept stores. And mostly they're around, getting kind of an exclusive experience in the store for consumers and trying to figure out, is that where they think physical retail is going? Is it adding these cost layers or these value layers, getting people in the store and giving them kind of a better experience? And GNC and Vitamin Shoppe both are kind of going at this the same way. They have, some concepts with kind of like smoothie bars or kombucha bars, or they have some dietitians in-house. They have some aspects of like body composition testing or different things that you can get in store for free to kind of help you with making decisions on which products you want to buy. Because functional CPG is still intent driven. Most people go in and buy a protein powder, a fat burner, whatever. They have an idea of why they're buying that product. It's because they want to maybe gain muscle or lose weight or get a better handle on their health, with diabetes or it could be anything like that. It's much different than, going in and buying a soda or a pizza or something really quick at a grocery store just because you're trying to satiate hunger. And then both are also kind of focusing on like technology and kind of customer information side. You have GNC kind of going more on the subscription box. They're doing like the Spark delivery program, which is great. I think most of the categories of nutritional supplements and sports nutrition are great within this autopilot consumption style of commerce. And then they also kind of have their rewards program, which they can obviously gain a lot of insights with customers on. And then GNC kind of also has their customer rewards, their gold card. They kind of take it a step further. They have a paid program. I think it's called like the Pro Access program, and that helps them understand a little bit more about the consumer. They're also seeing like a lot more purchasing correlated with those consumers. And then GNC also just recently launched their like GNC for You. It's like their DNA testing, personalized nutrition kind of jump into it. I'm gonna probably have a video that's gonna address that like much deeper. Right now, focus this video on just kind of next step in terms of where I think both of these retailers are missing on. So stay tuned for that one if you guys are interested. I'll make sure I have that within the next probably 30 days. That's all in great. They're obviously focusing on some very key core areas of retailing and just where retailing is going. But what I see both of these retailers, these Vitamin Shoppe and GNC, I see them missing out on the fulfillment side of things. So with kind of this world going towards, instant gratification, it's just natural that we also are looking for our shipping windows to be extremely kind of shortened. When you used to get free shipping 3 to 5 days, you were happy. Then it was, you needed to have it in 2 days. Then it was same day. And then now at this point, in most major cities like Austin, Texas, where I'm at, like you could get things within 2 hours for free as long as you meet kind of an initial kind of threshold, or you pay for that shipping option. The instant gratification, people are no longer willing to wait for that product that they buy. And why I think like GNC and Vitamin Shoppe haven't really focused on like the fulfillment side and shortening that shipping window, that instant gratification, helping the consumer get to that point is that, I think traditionally the kind of thought pattern is that dietary supplements, all those types of categories are not something that people want it right now, they need it right now. And though I think it's not obviously to the point of maybe groceries or some of the fast-moving consumer good categories, I think there's like a new norm of what is acceptable for getting products, regardless of what kind of category. If it's just a consumer packaged good, if it's a fast-moving consumer good, I think people now just want to have this instant gratification. And it's a differentiation point where somebody's going to spend their money at. And GNC and Vitamin Shoppe need to try to clear as many of those hurdles as possible to get people to buy from them already. So they need to kind of clear anything that happens with the fulfillment side. And I think that they need to focus on these in 2019. One of the things that I think is important for both GNC and Vitamin Shoppe to realize is that though like their thought of nutritional supplements and sports nutrition maybe is not in a need of fast consumer goods, a lot of their business now is shifting towards functional foods and functional beverages, or like the ready to eat and ready to drink categories. A lot of the consumers that are walking in and out of their door or shopping online are buying these products. They're buying a ton of Bang. They're buying a ton of Quest bars. They're buying a bunch of different Glambia ready-to-eat products or ready-to-drink products. This is constantly happening. Both Vitamin Shoppe and GNC are also putting a lot more of their real estate in their store for these categories. So those things are fast-moving consumer goods. Those are what would be traditionally a grocery item or a convenience item. So they need to think about fulfillment in that way. They need to think about fulfillment like Walmart's thinking about it, or what Amazon's thinking about it, or Kroger, or any of these other people. Or Target. They need to be thinking about these in kind of the two new areas, be it on-demand shipping or click and collect. So first one with like on-demand shipping, like 2-hour windows, that might be the easiest one for both of these to kind of work with. If you partner with like a Postmates or an Instacart or a Shipt, they have layers of technology that they add on to the back ends of your systems. They help you understand, the flow of everything. And this will give the ability of people to get products shipped right to their door within 2 hours. They already are utilizing those services for their grocery items or some of their mass retailing. So it's an easy add-on for consumers to kind of move in that direction if they are looking to get products much quicker. The second area with like the click and collect is probably like going to give them more bang for their buck in this period of time right now. Most of the growth with e-commerce grocery is really happening with click and collect. Walmart is going kind of all in on that. It's also the reason why Amazon, quite honestly, bought Whole Foods, is because they needed physical locations. So GNC, Vitamin Shoppe need to be looking at click and collect as an option. When you're buying online, you should have the ability to pick a store that's closest to you, or maybe even when you're on vacation or something, and you should be able to go in there, pick it up, and it should be a seamless omni-channel transaction. People don't necessarily care where they want to shop at, how they want to pick up their products. I mean, at this point, people want to shop how they want, when they want, and deliver it, when they want it. It's one of those things where, they want to kind of have retailing be like kind of everything to everyone at this approach. Like people want to kind of control their own destiny, especially millennials. So it's one of those things where GNC and Vitamin Shoppe need to be thinking about click and collect and how they set that up in their stores. And both of these, to be 100% effective, partnering with an on-demand delivery company or having like a click and collect aspect to their stores, they need to kind of reinvent the way that their physical store real estate is used. So you need to make those people coming up to pick up for on-demand delivery, they need to have that transaction be extremely quick and easy for them. Click and collect, you need that to be in and out quickly or have some aspect of delivering it straight to the car. There needs to be efficient as possible to be effective. So these retailers need to think about how their stores are put together to make sure that those run effectively. And kind of thirdly, if they're already kind of optimizing their stores, I believe that moving into like a micro shipping point within each one of those store locations is important, because if you can get products to people within a day, both GNC and a Vitamin Shoppe don't have a ton of different distribution points around the country, but they do have a ton of different store locations around the country. And if you can turn some of those store locations or all of those store locations into a micro shipping point where people pick and pull based around orders that are closest to that zip code of that store, then you can get products to people same day, next day, and it's not going to cost you any more than what it would cost you from shipping from a main distribution point. You just have to set up the layers of technology, and I think GNC and Vitamin Shoppe are going to look at on-demand delivery. They're going to look at click and collect. They're going to look at how they kind of build in the technology to do some of the shipping as micro shipping points within the store. Hopefully you're going to see a lot of this in 2019, because I think that the quicker they move on this, the quicker they have a chance of staying relevant, the quicker they have a chance of staying in business against Amazon or a Walmart or some of these other FDMC, these food, drug, mass, convenience, club channel retailers that are kind of building out better for you and healthier for you sections that are competing directly against specialty retailers like a Vitamin Shoppe and a GNC. But I'm going to end this topic here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. If you guys have gotten this far, I would love for you guys to hit the thumbs up button right down below me. That just helps YouTube understand that you guys got some value out of this so they can spread this to more people. If you guys haven't done it yet, hit the subscribe button. Helps you guys ensure you're seeing all of my content. And I just want to thank you guys for spending a little bit of time of your day here with me. Hopefully in return I gave you value for that, but I'll see you guys on the next one.